Hi everyone, I'm going to show you in this tutorial another way to make realistic eyes for your polymer clay dolls. You're going to need 2 balls of white clay, a mold of an eye size that you are wanting for your doll, and it's only a half of a ball. I will be using soft pastel chalks, a little bit of mica powder, UV gel, magic gloss, acrylic black paint, a hole punch that will be close to your eye size, a large stylus ball, the smallest stylus ball, and one of these little testers that in my first video on my eye tutorial I explained what these were. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and I did put a piece of sticky tape on a piece of tile. So I'm going to take my clay and we're going to just press it into the mold. Same thing with the other one. Got a little bit too much clay. Take it out. Press it down. Now I'm going to take my soft white pastels, and I'm going to have all my chalks off to the side so you won't see them in the camera, but I'll be explaining to you what I'm doing. I'm going to be taking my white pastels and I'm taking a paintbrush and just rubbing the paintbrush on my chalks. And I'm going to just lightly powder the clay. And the reason for this is that if there's any imperfections or like little specks in it, this covers it. Now I'm going to take my hole punch and I'm going to press down I'm trying to keep my hand so that you can at least see it. Take my knife and I'm going to clean it up. The clay is very, very soft because normally that whole piece would just come right up. It's very humid where I'm at. Okay, I'm going to take my paintbrush again and go over my white chalk, and I'm just going to kind of clean it up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hole punch again, and my hand's probably going to be in the way with it this time, but I've really got to clean this up. Okay, I got that one. There. Okay, I feel better about that. Now my first tutorial that I did for my eye tutorial, I had a request, and somebody was having a hard time dotting that pupil, so I came up with that technique, and I thought that it would help a lot of people that have that problem with it. But I have several different ways of making eyes, and today I really thought that I would like to share with you this one. It is somewhat different than my first tutorial, but they come out, I think, beautiful. Okay, I took my white chalk again, and I'm going over my eye, and I'm just kind of like smoothing out any rough edges that may be on the sides. I'm a little too picky sometimes. Okay, now I'm going to take my large ball stylus, and I'm going to try to keep my hand from the camera. I don't know if I can, because I have to go straight down on it. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pressing this down in the center, but I'm not going to be pressing the whole ball, or not even half of it. See if I can. I don't think I can keep my hands out, you guys. Okay. Here's that one. And then you want to look at it and kind of see if they're both the same. And I'm going to take my white chalk pastels again. I will be doing this a lot in this video. And I'm going to go around it, but this time I'm very lightly brushing it, the clay up towards the iris. Hardly no pressure whatsoever. Okay, now I'm going to take my little tester, and I'm going to use my dark purple chalk, and I'm going to take my tester and just scrape the chalk, and I'm going to place that in the center with no pressure. And let me see if I can hold the tool up higher, and maybe my hand won't get in the way. Let me get it in there first, and then come up. Okay. Now see how I'm just twisting it? And you'll keep doing that until you get the shade that you're going for. And I'm going to do the other one. Okay, they look like they're getting pretty close to color. A little bit more in this one. Okay, now I have this little tool, and what it is I had it many years ago, and it just blows air. And I want to clean up any loose powder from the chalks. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the lighter violet, and I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the dark. And just barely put pressure on that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dark purple. It's really just playing with your colors, because I want to go for a little bit different here than what it's coming out to be there. I wanted that to be a little bit darker. Okay, now I'm going to go back in there again with my light and do the same thing. Okay, now I'm going to blow off any powder. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my light, and I'm going to be scraping it on the side of my table here to make a powder. And I'm going to take my, and I want to open this up over it, my mica powder. And I'm just going to take a little bit, and I'm going to mix it with the chalk that I scraped. There's no measurement or anything, you just want a little bit of both. I'm going to take my tester now and put it into the powder mixture, and I'm going to do the same thing again. Okay, I'm going to blow the powder off, and then what I'm going to do, taking my large ball stylus, and I'm going to put it down into the center. No pressure. I just want to make sure that that powder, I'm twisting and turning, that it's getting into the clay. And the reason for that is because when I put the UV gel in, if I have powder, loose powder in there, it floats up to the top of your UV gel and it makes your eye cloudy. Now I'm going to take some black acrylic paint for the pupil. And before I dot it, I'm going to clean it up again. But I'm also going to take my white pastels, and I'm going to very lightly go over it. Clean it up. And I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to take my smallest stylus, dab it into my black paint, dab on table, and I don't know if I am going to be able to keep my hand clear, because I have to be right on. And you have to remember that the pupil will be a lot smaller than you may think, because the UV gel will enlarge it. Kind of looking at an angle on that one. I think I need just a little more. Well, if I don't get these centered, you guys will have the steps anyways. Okay, they're looking pretty good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these. I'm just going to wait just a little bit for the black paint to dry, but I'm going to cook my eyes for about 8 to 10 minutes. And then I will be back and we'll do the UV gel and see what they look like. We're back and my eyes have been cooked, cooled, and we're ready to put our UV gel into the iris. I will take my large stylus ball, get some UV gel, and I'm going to dot it into the center of the iris. Now the other one. And I think I need just a little bit more. There. Now I'm going to try to take the tape, because normally I would just take the tile and put it right under the UV light, but I'm going to try to pull this off and bring it up to the camera. Okay. Let's see if I can bring that up. There you go, you guys. And look at the colors that you can have. Isn't that a pretty violet? You could even put some yellow in there, some white to make it lighter in the center. There's so many different ways you can do the eyes. I'll put this under the UV light and they will be ready to be used on a doll. I wanted to share this technique with you. I do have some other techniques that I'm thinking about. I might make some tutorials on those. But the first tutorial that I did and this one are my two favorite ones. So try out this technique and see how you like it. If you have any questions, just email me or leave me a comment. Subscribe to my channel, and I will be putting up a lot more videos. I hope that you really enjoy this, and I hope that it has helped someone out there and that you can make some beautiful eyes. Okay, everybody, I hope you get your tools out and create some eyes and see what you can do. Thank you.